And we're live. Hey everybody, welcome to week 40 live weigh-in discussion chat. Get to know you conversation time.
Hello. Hola.
All of us are here to chat. I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, I am going to hold the chat. Hold, please. Just in case somebody new is watching, do you guys want to go through and introduce yourselves? Quinn, you want to start?
Sure. Okay, well, my name is Quinn. I am married to a Marine, so we are currently stationed in Southern California, although I'm originally from Texas. We do not have any children, it's just the two of us, and yeah, I just joined this club, so I'm super excited.
Awesome. And Kurt?
I'm Kurt from Shailene and Kurt Vlogs, or what they should call Jack's Vlogs, because that's the only reason people watch, let's be honest. And I'm just trying to get my fat butt back in shape, and just trying to, over the last probably couple weeks, I've really been trying hard and been a little bit more successful than I have been in the past. So just going to try to keep on keeping on.
Very cool.
Nice. Todd?
My name is Todd. I am married to a nurse. I am on YouTube at Todd Graham. I do like little comedy stuff. I've been struggling with weight pretty much my entire life. I've been in the club. Well, we've been here almost a year now, I guess, right?
Almost crazy. 11 months.
Yeah, and really this year kind of started off trying to be more of like, let's lose 100 pounds, and it ended up being more of like trying to figure things out and, you know, discover who you are and what works for you and experimentation and things like that. And yeah, so it's been a pretty awesome journey, and definitely looking forward to seeing how it all ends here at the end of the year.
Yeah, this year turned out way differently than we planned. But what year ever goes to plan, right?
Exactly.
So.
But I really like how it's ended. You know, like, I mean, it's not over yet, but like I think the development of where we were and where we are now,
right,
just the dynamics so much better.
Yeah, I totally agree. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amy from Water's Wife Vlogs. Been a chubby girl my whole entire life, so and apparently my body does not want to change that. So, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, going back to what we were just saying, like seriously, I really love I love the dynamic of our chat and how like we can talk about really everything and anything, and that you know if you need someone in that moment, someone is online, you know. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
Absolutely.
And even like almost any time of day with Nikki.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just tweeting out this link. Tweet. I don't know why I said tweet. I said tweet when I hit the tweeter button.
The tweeter button.
I'm old, okay? Whatevs. Cool, okay. Oh, Devin. Maybe. Devin is having trouble. There he is.
Hey.
Hey, dude. We were just introducing ourselves really quick in case anybody new is watching. You want to introduce yourself real fast?
I'm Devin. I'm a fat guy. And sorry. No. Just here trying to do some good for myself, I guess. Among all you fantastic people.
I know. Seriously, it's like... Seriously. I was at the University of Utah football game last night, and it's always funny because I swear every season my body is in a different size than it was a previous season. Like sometimes I'm a little bit smaller, sometimes I'm a little bit bigger, and like like real talk here. Like I got into my seat and I was fine, except for like every time I would stand up and then sit back down, like I don't know, I felt like I was like sliding out of the chair, and I felt bad because I was like trying to lean more over towards Tyson instead of my dad. And I'm just like, ugh, wouldn't that be great to be like this super skinny person and it doesn't matter?
I look at my wife. My wife is literally, she's maybe, what, 130 pounds max, and she could eat pizza all day long and it wouldn't even affect her. I'm like, you suck.
That's like my wife. That's crazy.
Oh, I guess I'm lucky because my husband has to watch his weight too, so I guess that makes it sort of easy. Except for he lost his weight a little bit more easier than me. So that's another topic, to have a spouse that, especially, like, no offense to you guys, but it's commonplace for a bigger guy. Okay, Chloe, sorry about my cat. It's commonplace for like a bigger guy to be with a smaller girl, but it's so not with a bigger girl to be with a smaller guy. And I get self-conscious sometimes, but I try not to. But
Can't worry about it too much.
yeah. That's funny.
Wow, the way this camera's angled is like right on my shining head. I moved to a computer in my living room. It's like,
I like your iron in the corner.
yes. My wife was making pillowcases, so she used that to fix all the pillows.
I honestly can't even remember the last time I ironed.
I'm trying to get my youngest dressed right now. He's like, they're going to see me naked. I'm like, they don't see you in the camera, I promise. Sorry.
Funny.
I literally just walked in the door. I'm like, I got to get on it, hurry. So.
Oh, well, we're glad you joined in. We don't really have any like specific topic for today, but I just kind of like figured, especially like because we used to go live once a month. I don't know if we necessarily have the time, or if we do want to do that continuing. But like, I just found that it's really helpful when we have a live chat, because then we can just like have face-to-face interaction and just kind of talk or vent, and of course it gives us a break from having to pre-film and edit and all of that stuff.
Right. Well, I've got something I got to send over to you, which it finished up, and I've just been so busy. I'm going to send that over to you. But you know, that basically is pretty much my update for myself, which is kind of cool. I have actually dropped 4 pounds, but
Nice. Congrats.
Awesome, man.
What did you do?
what I do, I don't know.
Way to go.
Stress too much.
Oh. Yeah, you've got a lot going on, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to kill off one job and go full time with another, so that's always a good thing.
Nice. Good for you, dude. That's awesome.
Should we go around and just tell everyone like where our updates are then, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do it. Who wants to start?
I'll go if you want.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess Devin started, but.
Yeah, of course. So I'll tell you. Sorry. Just to kind of let you know where I'm at, I weighed in yesterday. I haven't weighed in today yet, but I weighed in at 304.2, which I'm down 0.1 pounds, which honestly, it kind of sucked when I got on it, but after I got thinking about it a little bit more, I was actually okay with it. Some people kind of know what's going on, but we had some stuff that happened in the family this week that was a little bit more, not stressful, but it just took a lot of our time, and made it so I wasn't at home for dinners and stuff like that, so eating was kind of out of my hands a little bit. What I need to finally work on, I think, is when I'm not at home necessarily, and food is, I'm trying to think of how to say it, and food is kind of chosen for you. Sometimes there's going to be crappy food and whatnot, but I think I need to work on limiting that crappy food, even if you do have that crappy food. Seems like a lot of times what I'll do is, hey, there's crappy food, it's one night, and I'll just eat like crazy, right? If I'm going to eat one thing, I just keep on eating. So, like I said, I'm pretty happy with the 0.1 loss. It's still a loss. and that's kind of where I'm at right now.
It is. That's what they're saying in the chat. Any loss is a loss. I mean, I don't know, especially on a week like you've had, it's really awesome to not gain when you have so much stress going on and stuff. I mean, and stress really makes you gain. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, and it's been I've had a lot of extra motivation too. I've joined like 2 diet bets, and so along with the conversations we have with our Collab, the Flab, I've had some conversations with people over there and just kind of posting updates a little bit and just getting motivation from over there. So just having that constant reminder to just be good and eat well and move a little bit definitely has helped me along a little bit. And then one thing, and people in the collab know it because I'm probably been kind of annoying, but each morning I wake up and I look at this little affirmations app on my phone, and it's just a good way to start your day, just with something good to think about rather than waking up and I don't know, just having negative thoughts or whatever. It just gets you started on the right foot, and it definitely helps me out at least.
Yeah, for sure. I actually like that, because I have the same app from when we talked about it several months ago. But so it's kind of like I get 2 of them a day because you share yours. I should share mine. Sometimes I just look at yours and then I don't ever look at mine. Was it you that introduced that app to our collab, or was it Todd?
I think it was Kurt.
I listen to a podcast every week on weight loss, and I think that's where I got it from. Is he told me about it?
Nice.
And I think it was probably me that told you.
For those of you watching, I think it's just called Affirmations, right?
Affirmations, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's just this app that every morning you go into it and you hold down this button and it gives you almost like a mantra to repeat back to yourself that day.
Yes, like the one for today, it says, my positive attitude is infectious. Just something simple, and I like it.
That's true. Now I want to see what mine is. Affirmations. Let's see if it'll load. Oh, okay. Yes, it's trying to give me a tutorial. Okay. I am courageous enough to live freely. Sometimes I can pretend to be courageous. All right. Sorry, go ahead, Quinn.
I had downloaded the same app after Kurt was talking about it, and one thing that I thought was cool in the app is that you can put in your own affirmations too. And so sometimes there's something that I hear or take away. Yeah, it's the little sun on the top right corner. You can enter your own affirmation.
That's cool.
Yeah. And so things that I've picked up throughout the week, I'll put that as my affirmation, and it's really cool.
That's awesome. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, that is really cool.
I just got the app.
Nice. I think it's free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. All right, who wants to go next?
I can.
Okay.
Okay, so my update, I have not weighed in because I am staying away from the scale.
Mm-hmm.
I had got kind of obsessed a little bit, weighing twice a day, and it was just okay, this is ridiculous. So I'm staying away from the scale for a couple weeks and just focusing on my eating.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, I was following a diet plan, and it feels like a lot of restrictions, going gluten-free and dairy-free and soy-free and all these things. So I was finding all of these gluten-free junk food items, and I'd be like, oh, well, that's healthy, it's gluten-free. And so I noticed my sugar intake was really increasing. So right now my main focus is just focusing on clean eating and real foods again. But one thing I noticed this weekend, my husband and I went out to breakfast together, and even though I got an item that was good and a healthier option, the portion was humongous. Mm-hmm. And I really struggled with the fact that I was going to have to waste food by not eating all of it, and because I knew that if I took it home for leftovers, it was just going to end up in the trash anyway. So I just left it there, and it was half my plate was just going to be thrown away. And I felt myself like wanting to keep eating just so I didn't leave leftovers. And I was like, what a serious problem that I have that I'm so worried about wasting food. Like, it's just ridiculous. So since then, I've been kind of more mindful of that, like focusing on whenever I'm actually full and not when my plate is empty.
Right.
Because I remember even as like a kid in like preschool and kindergarten, they want to encourage you to eat your food. And so they'll always say like a happy plate is a clean plate.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'd always be like, oh, so do you have a happy plate? And so now I'm like, oh no, my plate isn't happy if I don't eat all of it. So, so yeah, I'm just focusing on that right now and getting in some workouts. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to a jazzercise class.
Nice.
That'll be
Super
fun.
excited about that. Oh yeah, I'm wishing I had some leg warmers, but you know. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now, just focusing on those things and not so much a number.
That's good. I think that you'll be really surprised when you do step back onto that scale. I think you'll be surprised how much the like freedom from the scale is gonna probably help you. Although
Yeah, definitely.
that said, now I'm gonna be like, wait, but don't be discouraged because it doesn't.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get with weight loss. But I think it's just awesome what you've been doing in the last few weeks with not including the scale and just like being free and all that stuff you were just saying, like just focusing on taking the steps and stuff. I think that's gonna be amazing for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I would say that that's something that I think we could all probably do when going out to dinner and stuff and the portion's too big. As I think what we could even do is or ask for a box right at the beginning of the meal, put half of it aside, and if you take it home and eat it as leftovers, great. If not, it's not overeating in general. Just get it out of the way and get out of sight first, because I definitely have that same problem.
Yeah.
Until it's gone.
Most restaurants will actually do that for you if you tell them you only want half of it served and the rest to go. They'll prepackage it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Good tip. Good to know.
That's way cool.
Yeah.
I will say that I one thing, if you watch our vlogs at all, you've noticed that me and Shane started the whole Dave Ramsey thing, just trying to get more financially better and whatnot. And I found that I have an addiction to spending money. I really do. As soon as I find something, it's like I have to have it, and then I tell Shailene that, and then a couple days later I end up getting it because I end up just getting my way. It seems like, and we go out to dinner a whole lot, and I'm hoping that with starting this financial pathway with Dave Ramsey, hopefully it will get me to not go out to dinner as much, and which will in turn help me with my health and stuff like that too. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, no, I think that's a cool like side effect of saving money.
Yeah, we need to get back to doing our envelopes, but when we were just starting our envelopes, we would really save, like, okay, we only have $25 in our envelope, like, do we want to waste it on, fast food? And so it really made us think more, because sometimes I'm bad about not even worrying about my health, but focusing on money. So I'm like, okay, I'm more worried about spending money than, whether or not fast food is good for me. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I think that'll be a good side effect, like Amy said. So
For sure.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Tyson would love it if I would stop spending money, so.
But Pura Vida wouldn't, though.
Hey, I've been really good not to buy Pura Vida. I'll tell you one thing, though. We went to Target today, and my favorite treat is turkey jerky. It's bad.
It's good.
It's jerky, so it's, protein.
But it's pretty.
But so basically, they have like smaller bags that are like 2.2 ounces for $5 normally, and then they started randomly like a month ago carrying their 5-ounce bags for $10. So it's a little bit more than double the price, but it's a little bit more than double the meat for double the price. So you're getting more. Well, they put them on clearance for $6. This is bad. That's me today.
Not even bad. I'm kind of impressed.
I bought like all of it. It's protein. The look on my face, I'm like, because Tyson's like, well, just get it all. I'm like, all of it? And he's like, you have to ration it. I'm like, oh, okay.
You should just
And
sell
it's
it out
gone.
front for $10.
I know. Oh, man. Anyway. All right, Todd, we haven't heard from you in a while. Let's hear an update.
That's awesome.
I actually don't have a whole lot to update. I am getting ready to start a new program as far as like eating goes. I don't know if you heard of the slow carb diet. It was kind of started by Tim Ferriss. I think that's his name, called the 4-Hour Body. And it kind of follows a lot of the same principles as a low carb diet, but the downfall of low carb diets is that your body kind of goes into ketosis where, you know, it kind of screws with your metabolic and all that stuff, and eventually it starts like eating away at like your different body parts, things like that, and you start to fail. But you know, this is a little bit different in that you do get like a cheat day, and it's actually encouraged that you kind of not necessarily binge eat, but you eat what you want on your cheat day. That way, you're giving your body the fat that it needs in order to survive, essentially. But it's not like a no carb. Like you can eat pretty much any complex carb that you want, like beans, perfectly okay, things like that. But one of the big factors is keeping it super simple. Finding like no more than like 2 or 3 meals and just sticking to those and just doing it over and over and over again, and like, you know, changing out just like the vegetables that you eat with it and things like that, which for me has really made it a lot easier because, you know, when you start a diet or trying to make a lifestyle change, you start scrambling about like, well, what do I eat? And after about like, you know, you try 5 or 6 different meals and then you don't know what to do from there. And the kind of basis about this is, you know, you eat 2 or 3 different meals over and over again for a couple of weeks, and then you start switching it up from there, so you don't have to worry about a whole lot, and it just keeps it really simple and straightforward. And yeah, it's highly recommended for people that are diabetics or close to being diabetic, pre-diabetic, and people that are obese, such as myself. So
That's
yeah.
cool. It kind of sounds a little similar to Body for Life. They do that's the same concept for the cheat meal, or not cheat meal, cheat day.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had to be back in just a couple minutes, guys.
Okay. Tyson's talking in the chat. So ketosis, Tyson and I were on ketosis when we lost our initial weight. But we were monitored by physicians very, very closely. So I want to stress that if you are considering doing ketosis, you need to be monitored on it. But
Sure.
yeah, but it sounds like obviously yours is not going. So what's the, like, is there a certain amount of carbs that you are eating a day?
No, they don't really keep track of it a whole lot. The biggest thing is they have like a food chart of like what you can eat, and unlike, you know, like the South Beach diet or Atkins or anything like that, they have like this huge like book on everything you can eat. It just goes on forever. But this is like limited to like 20 foods, and basically you can eat as much as you want of anything on the list. So like chicken, anything that's a complex carb, you can eat plenty of it. Like for me, it's like ground beef with black beans and salsa, and like.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and you eat like a tablespoon or 2 of guacamole, and have like asparagus with it. It's actually like freaking delicious. But just keeping it like super simple. But they're talking about like you definitely don't want to go like too low in your carbs because your body needs carbohydrate. A few of my friends are doing it, and we're trying to limit ourselves to 100 carbs a day. That's kind of our limit, and really most of those carbs come from the beans. So, and black beans are complex carbohydrates, so it's not the worst thing in the world just to turn into sugar right away or anything like that.
Right, exactly. Well, that's awesome, dude. I'm excited to see how that turns out for you.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's like the first time that I hate to call it a diet because that's essentially what it is, but it's the first time it's actually seemed doable. Like I've pretty much done every diet under the sun. South Beach worked really well for me, but there's that relapse of in South Beach there are no, or Atkins that I'm aware of, there are no cheat days. Like you're on a very strict no carbs, and after week 1 you can start introducing different things. But with the slow carb diet, with this cheat day, you never tell yourself that you can't have something. You just have to put it off for a couple days until your cheat day. So you can eat whatever you want. You just have to wait for that day, which is nice.
Part of the brilliant idea of having a cheat day is okay, at my work, I swear we always have some sort of baked good or something that comes in. It's okay, I can't have that treat today, but I'm gonna have that on Saturday or whatever the cheat day is. But I make this mental list of all of the things I'm gonna have, and then that day rolls around, and I've forgotten half the things I wanted to eat that day, or I just physically do not have room to eat all of it.
Yeah. That's the thing too. It's I highly recommend you guys check out the 4 Hour Body by Tim Ferriss. It's pretty good. But they're talking about even if you were to just gorge, which isn't a healthy thing to do at all, but you've been going without the entire week, so you can only eat so much, so you're not really taking in a crazy ton amount when you think about the week as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And most people that end up eating all these things that they've wanted are so over it by the end of the day that they don't feel obligated or feel the need to have it throughout the week.
Yeah, for sure. No,
And water, tons of water.
Yes, that sounds like my kind of diet.
They actually recommend taking cold showers every day, which I've tried to do. It is extremely intense. I don't know if you guys have ever taken a cold shower on purpose, but they they're big on that.
I have to take cold showers to keep this color, and I hate it.
Yeah?
Stand backwards like this. I'm okay, get my hair done, and then I'm pull hot water. I'm can't handle it. Cold water on your butt is the worst thing ever.
I hate it.
Youngest one of those just sitting here. He's goes from the hot shower to cold shower, and then he.
Oh, did he freeze? Oh, there he is. I mean, you cut out a little bit there, Devin. What were you saying?
Oh, yeah. My youngest, he'll jump in the shower and get a shower, and then all of a sudden you'll hear him scream, "Cold shower challenge!" He turns it all the way straight to cold, and Joel perfect.
Oh my God! Kids are so crazy. That's hilarious. That's funny. I didn't give an update on my weight because I didn't step on the scale this week, FYI. So, taking a week off from that. Not on purpose, I just forgot. I could go weigh in now, but I've, eaten and been drinking water all day, so it would be really pointless. But anyway, just throwing that out there in case anybody was wondering.
I'll forgive you this once.
Thanks. So what else has been going on in the week? Anybody have anything? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be just diet and exercise related, or just any sort of topic anybody wants to talk about. I'm trying to think. There was something that happened earlier.
I feel just basically
What, Devin?
I'll just say my week. I mean, it was actually a good week for me. I mean, part of it was I went to the doctor for actually a kind of a scare, but that's actually on the video I'm going to send you hopefully tonight.
Nice.
But I forced myself to make a choice to either continue to travel for a living or turn what I do with YouTube full time, and so that's basically what's happening. So a job change is a good change myself.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome, dude. I'm really excited for you.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, I think that's sorry. I was just reading over into the in the comment section, but I think I think following your dreams like that is like so back and forth. Like not back and forth. Like I think that's incredible, but I wonder like I think my anxiety would be so everywhere because I think obviously with any job you're gonna have your highs and lows and stuff like that. But I just think like I hear of all of our friends who, as they switch and do YouTube full time, I'm just like, you are so brave, and I am so proud of you. I just get so excited every time someone can actually like take that jump, you know.
Mine is.
Think you're cutting out, dude.
Oh darn it!
Mine isn't necessarily off of our channel. I've worked for. Part of mine is, like I said. Oh, I think I'm going.
Maybe. Dang it! Darn that internet!
Interwebs strike again.
The first rule of YouTube is you can't apparently talk about YouTube.
Alright, am I back? Maybe.
Alright, you're back, I think. We see you.
Okay, basically, channels per se, but it's more of some of the people I work for. So.
Okay.
Nice.
So that makes it life a little easier, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The comment section is making me laugh today. He must have Comcast. Oh, I hate Comcast. They're probably going to cut my internet right now for saying that, but that's like the only internet in our area that we can get that's fast enough is Comcast, and I hate them. It cuts out so much. And we have dual band or something. I don't know, but we have to be careful. Like we switch. We have our good internet and our bad internet, and our phones always switch us to the bad one, and I'm like, stop. So silly. Anyway, I'm sitting here trying to think. There was this topic earlier in the week that I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be perfect to talk about in our live broadcast, but now I cannot for the life of me remember what it was.
I remember you saying that. I'm trying to think what it was.
Oh, we gotta save that. I should probably write things down. Sometimes I put things into our Facebook chat, and then we talk, and it scrolls up, and then I'm like, why didn't I just write that down?
Let's see if I can find it.
I'm trying to think. I mean, really, like, for me, just, like, throughout the week, like, just talking about just now, like, the seats at the stadium and stuff like that. Like, I was just, like, little reminders like that during the week help me remember to stay on track, because it's like, okay, next game I come to, I want to fit better. Like, not that, like, I fit really okay within the width of the seat. It's just, like, my butt makes me, like, push, like, forward a little. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Stadium seats are just not comfortable. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was thinking about that, too. We went out to dinner with some friends this weekend, and I was like, it was a place I'd never been to, and so I walked in and I was like looking around at the tables to see like, okay, if it's a booth, am I going to fit in the booth? Like, if it's tables, are the chairs far enough apart that I'm not going to like block someone in?
Yes.
And I was thinking like, oh, won't it be so nice when I can just walk in somewhere and not fair. Like, I know I'm going to fit in the seat.
Yeah. Being seats are just not comfortable. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
Oh, did somebody open up? I'm like, I'm hearing the same thing over again. No, I mean exactly. That's actually exactly what I totally. I'm like, that's exactly what happens every single time. Like, for example, like my husband and I went to dinner with Kurt and his wife, and the first seat they sat us at, they put the high chair up for their son Jax, and he's like 6 feet shorter than the rest of us because it was like a really tall booth, and we're like, okay, that's not gonna work. And in this booth, I actually fit just fine, although since it was tall, like my feet were dangling, you know, which is fine. And then they're like, okay, we gotta move. So they move us around to this other booth that's lower. You literally had this much space. Like, I could not get in. Like, I sat down on the edge and, like, tried to turn, and I couldn't. I just, like, fell into it. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So we had to move a third time to chairs, and I'm just like, like, this is, like, I was glad I was with friends, but it's just like, this is so mortifying. Like, I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
But Devin's gonna have to take off, guys. His internet is not, well, like, being nice, so it's not playing nice today. But thanks for joining us in for a little bit, Devin. If it fixes, you're welcome, obviously, to come back in. But
Thank you, guys.
See you, bud.
You do.
I'm not sure how it's hooked up. I don't think you can.
But I just, like, moments like that, like, I don't know. And Donna, blame Edith. Like, seriously, my stupid belly. I just, and then it's kind of hard, like, in the summer. In the wintertime, it's okay, but, like, I don't know if people realize how many layers I have on. Just trying to, like, hold everything in. So it's like, I have Spanx on the bottom, Spanx on the top, and my bra, and then I wear like a tank top, and then whatever shirt or sweater or both, and then of course my jeans, socks. So let's count. Okay, so we've got socks, shoes, Spanx on the bottom, pants, Spanx on the top, bra, tank top, t-shirt, sweater. 9 clothing items. 10 if I wear a hat. What? And some people just wear a shirt and, like, women who can just throw on a t-shirt and they don't even have to wear a bra because their boobs are so perky. Like, seriously, sorry guys, but...
Perky jerky?
What?
Perky jerky?
Yum? What? But it's just like... Like, I know every person in the world has their issues. I totally get that. I know that, like, super, super skinny people get teased for being too skinny. People who are of perfect size, they have their own issues and stuff too. But, like, how much does it suck that, like, our addictions and our problems are right here, right visible for everyone in the world to see?
Yeah.
And judge.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree. It's hard to, like, there's other people that you know that are going through issues and they can hide it a little bit, which it is what it is, you know, but
Right.
it sucks to have it just out there.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have this than a lot of the other stuff that they have to go through, though, honestly.
It's very true. That is true. Seriously, like, if anybody's watching and they're not in the comment section, so, booths, fat shaming since 1962. Yes, Todd. We need to picket restaurants to get bigger booths. I know, but it's like, and it's also hit or miss. It's like going into a clothing store and you put on, you know, whatever, like a size extra large or whatever, and in some stores it's like can't fit, and in some stores it's like too big. It's like restaurants. You go to a booth, like almost always, like I try to like spot their booths and be like, okay, that kind of looks bigger. I don't know.
Yeah. I even, sometimes when we're picking a restaurant, I'll look through the app Yelp, and I'll look at the pictures to see, like, if people posted pictures of the inside of a restaurant.
Oh, smart.
I'll see like, okay, so they have tables versus like all booths or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so I'll go there because I know that I could fit at a table. And
Oh my gosh, that's so smart. I'm gonna start doing that.
it works.
I'm a table guy for sure.
Mhm. But like what Quinn brought up when we were talking about it a second ago, you have to be careful with the tables too, because I have to sit with my chair so far out that I don't want to be like blocking people from, coming or going, or
I hate when you're at a restaurant and the chairs just feel like they're about to fall apart. And you're like, no.
yes,
Yeah.
or they're like the wicker chairs.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you
I went to
sit
a
on it
Mexican
so-
restaurant that had
so
those.
gently.
I mean, it would be embarrassing enough for anyone to break a chair, but for someone my size to break a chair in front of everyone, like, that just adds insult to injury. Like, it's terrible. So I'm always terrified of that happening.
I know. What movie is that? Like,
Shallow Hal?
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, there
What's this made of? I don't know. Steel?
Oh, that movie, I don't know, I really like that movie. I thought I was going to be offended by that movie. Like, I'm not super easily offended. I get most fat jokes and stuff like that, but I don't know, I really kind of liked, in the end, the message of that one. But I love Jack Black, so.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, is there any other topics anybody can think of? I'm gonna remember what I wanted to talk about, like the minute we log off. I'll write it down for next time. But
Nothing I can think of.
no. Well, I think we're gonna make this week a great week, guys. Like this is why I love like chatting, even though we didn't like really like talk about anything super specific. Like it's just like nice to actually hear like voices and talk to you guys and like talk about things going on. And
I will say really quick that I watch a lot of Casey's Nice Stats videos on YouTube since we're all YouTube people. And one thing that he always says in his videos is that Monday is his favorite day of the week. And I've been trying to have that mindset as well. Instead of everyone's like, oh, this day sucks, you have to go back to work. And I think I look at it, and I think that's what I want to look at. Let me say that again. That's one thing I want to work on is looking at it as it's a new start. That's something we can start over and just work our butts off to come up with a good ending of the week, and we can start over and just have a good outlook on it. If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, for sure. Preacher Kurt, at it again.
At it again.
Hallelujah.
Can I get an amen?
The Buck of Kurt.
Kurt always has like the most inspirational messages that he gets from Casey.
It's Siri.
It's Siri. We all wave like this. That's how Casey Neistat waves,
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why, like, he doesn't bother me, but I think so many of the people in my life are so obsessed with him that I'm like, no, I'm not going to. And then, like, I'll watch, like, a vlog of his. I watch at least one vlog a week because he's so damn good at it that I'm like, I don't want to like you.
I think, like, I actually thought about this a lot. I think his vlogs are so good because he's so busy, and the things that he's doing are actually entertaining. Like, all you guys, like, all of us could make the exact same vlog because we're good enough. We just don't, like, go to Spain on a whim or, like, we, you know what I mean? Like, all these, like, Louis, and they're traveling the world and flying planes, and like, yeah, those vlogs are awesome because they're doing crazy cool stuff. It's like, we could do that.
Hey guys, I'm doing a vlog here. Kurt is sitting here having his chat with the club.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I
And
sit on my
I
couch.
am getting ready
Me and
to go.
Shillian joke that
Good
we
night.
are
We'll see you
literally
guys tomorrow.
sitting and doing the same thing every day in every vlog, and it's so true.
I go to Target on a whim sometimes. Doesn't that count?
Oh, yeah.
That's the one thing that I really, really appreciate about not having, like, I consider myself a daily vlogger because I vlog every single day. But I don't post every day because I mean, I can't vlog at work, so that's 8 hours, 9 hours really of my day gone. And then, I mean, I just don't really have a whole lot to vlog here at home. So anyway, I film every day, don't post every day, but I can cut out some of that stuff. Like, I have a lot of footage from yesterday and today, so probably I'm not going to have a lot of Friday in there, so I can kind of cut out some of the boring stuff. But I also get called fake a lot, and I wonder if that's why, because I don't leave in some of that, like, super boring stuff. I'm like, well, I mean, I've already vlogged me doing the laundry. Like, I can't do that every time.
Yeah, that's why I don't daily vlog, because I'm like, I don't think anyone wants to watch me watch a whole season of How to Get Away with Murder or Grey's Anatomy. Like, I don't think that's interesting, so...
I think your average vloggers, like especially like what you guys do, is just so much more challenging than what, say like a Casey Neistat does, because like he's in the entertainment industry, he's got a lot of connections, he does a lot of cool things. Like, you guys are entertaining and you're good at it, but it's so much harder for you guys. So it's actually, I feel like it's more rewarding watching you guys in a lot of ways. So.
Man, well, that's kind of cool to hear.
You gotta do it for yourself.
I mean, you guys face a lot more challenges because you're, constantly having to find new and inventive ways to entertain an audience, and like Casey Neistat can buy hoverboards and skateboards and do all these like crazy things, which are cool, but like it's not your every person. So if like normal everyday person can make a vlog entertaining, I feel like that's a lot more challenging, rewarding, and more of an art form in a sense.
That makes sense.
It really does. She just said in the comments that she's too introverted to vlog, but that's it. I was thinking that just listening to what you were saying about like how he's doing all of this stuff, and I was just thinking, I think I'm too introverted for that lifestyle, because I mean, I enjoy going out and doing things, and I think that's a common misconception with most introverts, is that we don't like to go do that stuff. It's just that stuff really drains us of our energy versus recharging us, and so we have to have, like, that time to recharge and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I was just trying to think, I'm like, does he ever have downtime? Like, I'm sure his downtime is his flights. Like, that is his downtime, is when he's flying. Because I can't imagine what other downtime he ever gets. Casey Neistat, or Louie, or anybody, really. That's just crazy. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think too many people want to see me pinch into a center seat and coach.
Anyway. Well, guys, you are amazing. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time tonight and chatting, and I've missed you guys all so much. Not Kurt so much, but the rest of you.
Back at you.
Well, today was the first time Kurt could have... Well, yesterday I could have hung out with Kurt, and I chose not to, and today he could have hung out with me, and he chose not to, so I think our friendship is drifting apart.
Or maybe it's just got to that point where you can be honest with each other. And
I don't want to see you today. I don't want to be in every single... Another thing about not posting vlogs every single day is somehow Jax has gotten into my vlog every single time, and I wonder if people are starting to think he's ours.
You can't lie about where you are when you're a daily vlogger. So.
I know.
Calling to work sick. Oh, crap.
Yes. Okay, seriously, that's another topic. Like, I don't know necessarily for this conversation, but we'll just do it. But seriously, I sometimes, like, when I am sick, I don't play it up that I'm sick, but I almost like make it a point to say on the vlog, I'm sick. Just in case anybody wondered, I'm really sick.
Mm-hmm.
So I just go to work anyways because I don't want to use my PTO when I'm sick. I'm going to be honest. So I get everyone else. I'm one of those guys that get everyone else sick when I'm at work.
This guy. This guy.
Well, I had to. I wouldn't have to, but I went into work obviously I just got over a sinus infection a little bit ago, and I went into work and I had a 4-hour meeting, and I was fine when I got there, but as the meeting went on, I was just like, ugh, I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. And so after my meeting, my boss was like, go home. So I'm like, okay, I go home, and I'm like, oh crap, I have this like brand deal I'm supposed to shoot with like a filming crew tonight. And so we were like trying to reschedule it. We couldn't reschedule it. So the next day I like went straight to my boss and I'm like, I had to film last night and I didn't know. I tried to reschedule. I'm like, but just so you know, I didn't leave here for that. Like, I was just like, I promise. Like, let me be straight up honest with you. So in case anybody wonders, I went home and slept for 5 hours. But, oh, YouTube.
Silly YouTube.
Seriously. All right, well, let's end this one because I know that some of you have to take off, so we might as well just wrap it up here. But I appreciate everybody watching and you guys for joining in. I mean, we really couldn't do this without everyone involved. I think that we're all slowly but surely getting to where we want to be and making good decisions. We're accountable for our bad decisions. But, you know, none of us are perfect.
Nope.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Peace out.
Adios.
Amigos.
I forgot I have to be the one that presses the button. See you next week.